Oh, you there? Got a fish on, folks. Got a nice one. I was staring at my phone. He hammered it. Feels like a pretty good fish. Oh yeah. That's a good one. Got one. Heck yeah. All right, let's get this fella out of here. Skunk buster, right there he is. Hot dog. There he is, guys. He's a good one. Oh my goodness. That's fantastic. All right. Well, seems like the tips or upstream side of the wing dam might be the ticket. So that's a good fish. He's nice and healthy. I don't know. High teener, maybe a 20-pounder. Fought well. And definitely got the skunk out of the boat for today. So, all right, there he is. Hope I'm getting a good picture here. All right, let's get this guy back in the water. He fought hard. He's good and healthy. So let's get him back in. He's ready to go too, man. Hot dog. All right. Well, that was fantastic. Let's see if we can do that again. he is. Son of a gun. I missed him. He hit that end rod, bumped it, and then slammed it. He is not there. Well, we're not exploring a whole lot of distance on the river. We're definitely hitting different spots on some of these structures. So we fished the deep scour hole behind this wing dam, we fished the armpit hole behind this wing dam, and now we're up on the top of it. I'm gonna give this 5 or 10 minutes and then we're gonna move, but I'm not gonna sit in any one spot for all too long. Just, you know, if there's some active fish there and they're feeding and they bite, awesome. And if not, we'll keep going. I'm mainly looking for, I'm kind of looking, I want to explore and find spots that I can go and hit. And this is a good one. It's not that far from the ramp. It's super deep. And it's near a channel swing. I mean, those are all good ingredients in my mind. So even if we don't catch a fish here, I've already marked it. I marked a waypoint for this location because there's not a whole lot of 40-foot holes in this stretch of the river that I'm aware of, and that's one of them. So even up here on the front side, we're in 15 or 18 feet of water. And you can't really see the wing dam. It's submerged, most of it. You can kind of see it over there on the bank a little bit. But anyhow, we're going to give this a try for a few minutes, and we're just going to keep going. Keep on going like the Energizer Bunny and see if we can get a catfish. See if we can get an old catfish to bite somewhere along the river. I might do a little more scanning, get a little more selective. I'll just hit these first couple of spots because they were here and they look good. More than, I did see a few fish in that, on the back side of this wing dam that definitely appeared like catfish on the graph. They were oriented just off the bottom in deeper water. I mean, they could have, there's no guarantees on what kind of fish those are, you know, but they were set up in a spot like a predator fish might be. Bite. I think in this current, man, there's really not a lot of nibbling. They either eat it and go or they don't. So probably just boat movement. There was one other boat trailer in the parking lot this morning. Got this stretch of river all to myself. Some old fella sitting in his pickup truck at the boat ramp. Right at the top of the boat ramp. Facing away from the river, looking, he had a pretty view actually. The sun was kind of coming up over this ridge. I was wondering, it kind of creeped me out a little at first. I'm like, man, why is that guy just sitting there? Then I realized he was just kind of watching the sun come up over the hillside. I talked to him when after I got the boat launched and beached and parked my vehicle. I kind of talked to him on the way down a little bit. You can meet some interesting people at the boat ramp on the river. Just saying. Some are interesting good, some are interesting not so good. I don't know. I say that. I've never met anybody like scary. Thankfully, I've met some strange. I've met a few strange folks, but I mean, good-hearted people, all of them. So, a lot of fishermen. Some people just like to come down and sit and look at the river, and I understand that. Well, that's part of the reason I enjoy being out here. It's like being outside, around the water. And the one thing I do enjoy about this river, most days, as opposed to the reservoirs and the lakes around, you know, there's a lot of boaters on the reservoirs and lakes. There's boaters and jet skis and skiers and bass fishermen, lots of those. So there's a lot of traffic, man. You can come out here, and other than the trains, because there seems like there's always train tracks around this river. Whatever section I've ever been on, there's a train track around it. So there's always some trains going by, but you can kind of feel like you're by yourself. Secluded a little bit, I guess. I like that. I'd like to be a little less secluded. I'd like to be accompanied by a blue catfish. Anytime would be awesome, awesome. I got a fishing trip coming up, unusual for me in that it's a bass fishing trip with some buddies of mine that I bass fish with I'm going with my buddy T-Roy. His name's Troy, I call him T-Roy. He's a great bass fisherman, so that'll be fun. A bunch of the guys will be down there. We're staying in a cabin on the lake for about 4 days. And it's one of the prettiest lakes in the state. So it's a highland reservoir. It's big and it's just beautiful. So that'll be awesome. Got that coming up. Man, Thanksgiving's just around the corner. November's a busy month. I'm trying to reschedule a guided catfishing trip with a buddy of mine, and I can't see. Oh, there's a fish. Oh, I missed him. Missed him. Damn. How did I miss that fish? Dadgummit. I didn't get the hook in him. Wingdam tip. Well, that was probably my shot. He was definitely there. Doggone it. Well, you know what? That's fishing, guys. I've had a bunch of them where the hook did set in nice, so. I got a picture on my phone of a deer swimming across the river. I should have got it on video. It was a little buck. It just amazes me that those things hop in this river and take off swimming across it. It's kind of amazing. Yeah, I got to sitting there and got warmed up in the sunshine and dozed off a little bit. Felt kind of good. Well, I realized as I was putting the boat up and kind of cleaning up from my fishing trip yesterday, that it got dark on me and I never really filmed anything closing out the video. It was a beautiful fall day yesterday in late October here in the Midwest, and I got to spend it like a lot of Saturdays. I'm fortunate I get to spend them in this Sea Ark boat, floating around on the Missouri River and chasing blue cats. So, and yesterday was no exception to that. I've been on a bit of a lucky streak for the last 3 weeks, which is nice because I was in a pretty good slump this summer. And so I actually left the section of river that I'd been doing pretty well on and went quite a ways downstream just to kind of go and explore. I fished this stretch of the river a little bit this spring and quite a bit last fall. So there's some areas in there that I know really, pretty well. But my goal yesterday was just to go and explore and to not fish spots that I knew. Go and find some new spots. Maybe some good deep wintering holes because it is coming into the fall and the water's starting to cool down. And so I spent the day fishing wing dams. I bet I fished 14 or 15 wing dams yesterday and multiple different spots around those wing dams. So, I got 3 bites and I'm sure that all of them were blue cat. I caught one of them and it was about a 20-pounder. The other 2 bites were, it was in fast current at the tip of a wing dike on the, couple 2-3 mile an hour where the current bumped it and then just slammed it and just didn't get the pin in them for some reason. So I whiffed on 2 of them, but I did manage to land one. But sometimes it's not always about the fishing. I got some exploring in yesterday. I saw some interesting stuff. There was a deer swimming across the river. I was coming upstream and I'm like, what the heck is that? And it was a little buck swimming across the river. I got a picture of him. I'll post it in here. And man, I got a beautiful picture of the sunset as I was beaching the boat and grabbing the pickup to load things up. So it turned out it was just a really great day. It was a beautiful day to be outside. I feel fortunate that I got to spend it outdoors. I probably could have gone fishing again today. I had bait left over. Tell you the truth, I just kind of wanted to hang out here with the dogs and relax a little bit. I got a busy week coming up and I just kind of wanted to get things cleaned up and spend a little time around the house here. So I'll probably be back after it next weekend. And until then, we'll catch you later.